Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you guys just waking up, yeah, my reaction to the Avengers trailer is now up on my channel. The official Avengers trailer, which just released this morning, is up on the channel. I also uploaded little me going over everything's always. He has a YouTube channel. He's really based on doing a bunch of Marvel videos. He gives down his full breakdown of the Easter eggs that we may have missed from the Avengers Endgame trailer. It's up on the channel to get my reaction to it. That's up on the channel. And then I was just scrolling through, the news and rumors, because I was getting ready to record my top 10 Wrestlemania matches for you guys. And then I come across this little bit of news article, which we got a couple of stories we're going to talk about, because we're on the road to WrestleMania. The one here we're going to talk about, Vince McMahon still has no plans of what's closing WrestleMania 35, which again, it's due to his own fault. We'll touch on that too. And also, no plans. Just me saying this is really irritating me because he's one of my favorite wrestlers. You guys know that. They are no plans for Finn Balor at WrestleMania. Oh my God, Vince McMahon. Again, people, there are no plans for Finn Balor for WrestleMania 35. How is that feasibly possible? This dude is one of the greatest NXT champions of all time. Goes to the main roster. Yes, he gets injured. He wins the Universal title, but he gets injured. I told you guys, whatever show that Roman Reigns is on, you're in the back of the line. Now, I guess you're going to move Finn Balor over to SmackDown, which, again, I'll have a draft video for you guys too soon. He needs to go to SmackDown. If there's like one person needs to be swapped shows desperately, it's Finn Balor. It's not even close. He needs to swap shows. So we're going to touch on that. And also Braun Strowman. He has no plans to wrestle at WrestleMania either. What's up with The Undertaker? We're going to touch all those topics for you guys in this quick little podcast before I get ready to go off to work. How does Finn Balor have no plans for WrestleMania? I'll catch you guys back in a minute. Alright, let's touch on Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, and The Undertaker before we touch on the main event. Vince has no decision on what's closing the show. According to Dave Meltzer says, Finn Balor, right now, going forward, he will be in a triple threat IC match, which will be on Raw. If you guys, again, I didn't even watch Leo Rush's, I don't follow Leo Rush on Twitter, but they don't go on WWE.com, and they had a little video with Leo Rush and Bobby Lashley backstage. Leo Rush talking about, oh, I did it for you, Bobby. I told you, man, I'll get you the belt back. I did it for you. And they had a little tug of war over the belt, like, leaving backstage area. They were tugging over the belt. Leo Rush gave the belt back to Bobby Lashley. On Raw, there'll be a triple threat IC title match for it, which will be Finn Balor, Leo Rush, and Bobby Lashley. But going forward after this, Dave Meltzer says Finn Balor has no plans for WrestleMania. Now, listen here. I know Vince could be jerking around, just joking around. But you tell me Finn Balor has no plans. Listen here. We just did a video 2 days ago that Vince McMahon wants the Demon at WrestleMania. So, if you're going to give away the IC title match, rematch Finn Balor on Raw, again, you have 2 weeks. After this Monday, there'll be 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Now, do I take this seriously that they have no plan for Finn Balor? I mean, I couldn't take it seriously because look at Braun Strowman. How the hell you have one of the hottest acts in your company, loses the Money in the Bank contract, loses to Brock Lesnar, loses to Roman Reigns throughout the year. You flip him from babyface to heel, babyface to heel, babyface to heel. And now you have him just destroying cars, destroying this, destroying that. And you have no plans for Braun Strowman. He's going to literally be messing with these stupid freaking Saturday Night Live people. That's what Braun Strowman's plans are for WrestleMania. He has no match. So as far as Finn Balor, I mean, we'll see on Monday. If Bobby Lashley pins Leo Rush, okay. Finn Balor can say, hey, I still get a rematch. You didn't pin me, you pinned Leo Rush. But it's just, wow. Now, is this to blame The Undertaker for this? Am I going to blame The Undertaker? No, because again, it's not Undertaker's fault if he's not wrestling. Oh, you had plans for Finn Balor to face The Undertaker, and he's not wrestling. That's not Finn Balor's fault. That's not The Undertaker's fault. That's your fault, Vince McMahon. Finn Balor should have kept the IC title. I don't know what you see in Bobby Lashley that you have him as the IC champion. Like, what does he do for you that Finn Balor can't do for you? So we'll find out on Monday Night Raw. Again, if Bobby Lashley pins Finn Balor, Then we know that you have no plans for Finn Balor moving forward, that you need to move this guy over to freaking SmackDown fast, quick, and hurry. Because he's going to get dangerously close to Shinsuke Nakamura territory, which, can you believe a year ago, Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble, was challenging AJ Styles for the WWE title, and now a year later, he's literally going to probably be on the fucking pre-show of WrestleMania. Can you believe that? A year later. Wow. As far as The Undertaker, there's no plans for him to wrestle. There are plans for Undertaker to have a segment on WrestleMania, which again, if we're going to have a segment, you might just keep him off the show, which is kind of crazy. Like I told you guys, The Undertaker wrestled at Saudi Arabia, wrestled at Australia, and he will not be wrestling at WrestleMania. Ain't that some shit, people? Ain't that some shit? So as far as The Undertaker, I guess he'll probably do a segment with Elias, which Elias will probably come out, say this and that, and get interrupted by The Undertaker. Undertaker probably tombstone, choke slam, and that's all we get from The Undertaker. That literally probably will be The Undertaker segment at WrestleMania. Now, as far as the biggest news, which I wanted to touch on for you guys here, this to me is two reasons. This is Vince McMahon's fault. This is Vince McMahon's fault. Because you literally had, I agree with JD. It's like saying you're making pasta and you put too much sauce. Too much sauce on pasta is not good, people. And then you had Vince McMahon ruin the Becky Lynch segment. I mean, you're really devaluing the Royal Rumble year after year after year with these mistakes you make. So let's just get into the article first. Then I'll give you guys my full thoughts of what might close WrestleMania, because at this rate, you might have to go with this one. Let's touch this article. According to Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheets, another good wrestling source, Vince McMahon has yet to make a final decision regarding which match will close WrestleMania 35. For months, the belief was that the Raw Women's title match would close Mania for the viewing audience. WWE being able to say that a women's match could close the biggest show of the year for the first time ever, every time I say that fucking first time ever shit, just gets to my damn nerves. Again, Vince McMahon not having a set match close Mania. Again, this is Vince McMahon's own doing. You had Becky Lynch, one of your hottest acts in your company. You had her win the Rumble, then have her get suspended. First of all, the whole issue with her even talking to Stephanie, whatever. First of all, I think after Becky won the Rumble, they had Becky come out there. That's when she was starting to sell her leg injury, and Stephanie wanted her to see the doctor. At that beginning right there, that's completely bullshit. There's no need. There's been plenty of times somebody's won the Royal Rumble and they were not 100%. Do you guys remember that? Was it WrestleMania 17 build where Austin won the Rumble? He literally got busted open by Triple H. Because again, that night going on, it was Kurt Angle versus Triple H for the WWE title. Stone Cold literally attacked Triple H, cost him to lose to Kurt Angle. Then later, when Stone Cold's come out in the Rumble, Triple H literally beat the living hell out of Stone Cold. He busted him open, and I think he put him through a table. I think he put him through a table. Stone Cold was busted open, came back in the Rumble, and won the Rumble. Then later on, he fought Triple H in that amazing 3 out of 3 Stages of Hell match at No Way Out. So there's been plenty of times people have been injured. There's no need to have Becky have to have a storyline with Stephanie McMahon that she was like, "Oh, Becky, I need you to go see my doctor before I can clear you." That was so pointless and stupid. What you should have done, what could have been smart, you would have had Charlotte Flair come out on SmackDown. I would not have Becky come out on Raw because she was still a SmackDown superstar. She was still a SmackDown superstar. You could have had Charlotte Flair come out and say, Becky was not deserving to be in the Royal Rumble match. She just took somebody's place. She shouldn't have been in the Rumble match. You could have had a build where, again, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch at, was it? Becky didn't wrestle at Elimination Chamber, did she not? Did Becky wrestle at Elimination Chamber? Guys, I'm trying to think. Did she wrestle or not? No, she was suspended at that time, right? Damn, I'm trying to think. Was she suspended? See how pointless this storytelling has been on Raw that I don't even remember if Becky wrestled at Elimination Chamber. Whatever. You could have Becky versus Charlotte at Elimination Chamber where the winner faces Ronda Rousey or whatever. Or it could have been done where if Charlotte wins, she gets Becky's spot at winning wrestle at the Royal Rumble. Whatever. You could have Becky versus Charlotte at Elimination Chamber. Winner gets the Rumble victory. Whatever. You could have done that. Then moving forward, you could have had Cross out Charlotte because I would have had Becky beat her at Elimination Chamber. You could have had Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, contract signing at Fastlane. You could have done that. Then you could have started the build where you would have been like, damn, we have a real main event match at WrestleMania. But no, they had to fuck things up. Becky on crutches, Becky suspended, Becky attacks, Becky suspended, Becky goes to jail. Like, you're losing steam with all the pasta sauce you're adding for no reason. So, now you get to where Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. You tried on Monday night. You tried. I'll give it. You tried. I'll give you an A for effort. You tried. Now, this week, I believe Brock Lesnar will meet Seth Rollins face to face. And they'll try again. Then you have the whole situation with Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. Now, they added a little bit too much pasta sauce this week on SmackDown with Kofi have to beat Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, I believe Cesaro and Sheamus, and Eric Rowan. A little bit too much pasta sauce. I would have had Kofi would have had to beat Randy Orton, the person who started your downward spiral. That's what I would have done. But we'll see what happens on SmackDown. So, right now you're in a pickle. The women's triple threat match is losing steam. WWE title match has not really any build to it. SmackDown title, Kofi and Daniel Bryan's getting a little bit of steam. So you're like, what do I do? If I'm Vince McMahon, right now, Kofi Kingston right now is probably, I mean, again, when's the last time the WWE title main evented WrestleMania? Can you guys even go back and think the last time the WWE title main evented WrestleMania? Or legitimately, it was just the title itself, not the World Heavyweight title with the WWE title, not the Daniel Bryan match. When's the physically last time? You probably say WrestleMania 29. That was The Rock and John Cena. But even before that, what's the last time the main evented WrestleMania? I'm trying to even think. WrestleMania 27? The Miz versus John Cena? That's probably the last time, like, legitimately it main evented WrestleMania. So you're kind of pickle. As of right now, I mean, does Kofi Kingston get the nod right now? I mean, I would have to put Kofi in the driver's seat. It depends how he does on SmackDown. Because as of right now, Becky and Charlotte, I mean, to me, it should have been one-on-one. You should have put Charlotte against Asuka, like I said. And you could have put Becky versus Ronda. You would have had no issue with this being the main event. But because you want to add too much pasta sauce, now you freaked up that match. Right now, if honestly it was me right now, Kofi versus Daniel Bryan is right now in the driver's seat. If it was me. You still have a couple weeks to mess some stuff up. maybe Kofi and Daniel might lose a little bit of steam. Who knows? But as of right now, Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan, right? If it was me, I'm closing out Mania with that match. I'm sorry. If it's just me, that's what I'm doing. Kofi, right now, he cut a great promo on SmackDown. A great promo. Daniel Bryan going back and saying Kofi's a B-plus player. I mean, I know it'll just be odd, right? New Day in the main event of WrestleMania. But, I mean, I'd do that. I mean, because, again, WrestleMania is WrestleMania. To me, if you're not in the main event, it's still WrestleMania. You're still on WrestleMania. As long as you're even wrestling, you're on WrestleMania. So, to me, I don't even be a big deal for me not being the main event. It's still... And usually, at that time, when you get to the main event match, the crowd's almost tired, ready to go to sleep. Because, again, you're giving me 7 hours of wrestling. So, sometimes the crowd might even be asleep and might even be dead at the main event time. You know what I'm saying? So... I'm going Kofi and Daniel Bryan right now. That deserves to be in the main event. As of right now at WrestleMania. So you guys comment down below. Subscribe. Give me your thoughts. Who would you put in the main event of WrestleMania right now? If you had to decide, who would you put in the main event? Comment down below. Catch you guys later tonight for my WrestleMania top 10 matches of all time. Give you guys a spoiler hint. Shawn Michaels will probably be all over my list. Catch you guys later.